It's a very serious problem for Southern Africa, for us in Southern Africa, this racialism there. And it's a real problem. It's not something imaginary. The world knows it. Britain knows it. All people know it. And we are really saying it's a very serious thing to arm South Africa. When a nation, a big country like Britain, decides to arm South Africa, the reasons for doing this should be very clear.
Is it really so bad to give South Africa arms for maritime defence?
How do you separate this? How do you really, how do you make this separation? The South Africans have said, we really have arms. We have arms. We're not in desperate need of arms. The South Africans, what they really want is what I've called a certificate of respectability, which they say France has given them, and they would want country after country in the Western world, giving them the certificate of respectability. And therefore, all they need is a frigate, a couple of frigates, which want to make the slightest difference to the problem of Soviet presence in the Indian Ocean, but will make a big difference to them if they get this. So given that the needs are to defend the Indian Ocean, then of course you arm South Africa. You don't talk about a frigate or two. You arm South Africa, if this is the argument. But if you're giving a couple of frigates, you're giving South Africa what really South Africa wants, which is this certificate of respectability. And therefore you can't make a distinction. You really cannot make this distinction between arms for internal use, which can be used in killing people in Sharpeville, another Sharpeville, and arms which can kill another type of people. You are arming killers.
Did you persuade Mr. Heath that he'd be arming killers?
I have said it. Persuading is a different matter. You know.
If he goes ahead and sells arms to South Africa, what are you going to do? Are you going to leave the Commonwealth?
We will have to say, certainly quite, and this is a very serious thing, we will have to say the Commonwealth stands for something. This something is challenged by South Africa.